Hi everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All with Chaos Counseling! We're gonna cross-examine this whole fight!
Kendall is not with us today, just
No,
so.
she's being an adult person.
Yeah, I'm being responsible.
I was going to be too, and then I realized I can't record and do timed quizzes at the same time.
No.
I tried. I thought it would be a great idea.
Yeah.
But nope. I'm a dum-dum.
What is it about Phoenix Wright that makes me yawn every time we play?
Well, this is really calming music right now.
Plus, on top of that, we're yelling a lot using.
And it doesn't help that we were laughing for the past 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah!
I gotta stop thinking about that.
Do we want to share?
Do we?
Why?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
it has been stated we can't share.
Every party needs a pooper.
Get out.
Okay. That's why we invited me, apparently.
Yay, the music stops.
Oh, hey, we're doing things.
Please take a look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scam me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at
Officer,
all.
he's brandishing a knife at me.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
Because it was used to kill someone? You don't even have to ask, it's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
No, Nick can't drive.
That is exactly what I'm driving at.
It's true, though.
I was caught off guard. That was a really good shot.
What are you driving at? And whose car are we driving?
Not mine, I
If
hope.
Mr. Ungard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. I actually would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
Gloves.
He probably took his gloves off before he began stabbing.
Before he's like, oh, JJ, just a second. Don't want to get this ruined.
And why would he do something like that? Leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple.
You don't have to shout.
The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
Also, that doesn't make sense because the knife was obviously brought with him.
Yeah.
It's well known that the defendant and the victim had bad blood between them.
Why would they have this simple conversation, numbnuts?
Yes, I've heard of that. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory?
You can think about it one more time.
This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungard was a killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife, this was used by Mr. Ungard at dinner.
Yes.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he?
Interesting.
Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing, Jackie.
If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife.
SpaghettiOs.
Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Okay, at least he brought that back in. I'm about to be like, Nick, you're about to, do a whoopsie.
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
But we just established that this witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness?
What? Looks like I made your life a teeny bit more difficult, huh, G? A teeny bit.
Witness, did you or did you not see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Oh
Are
boy.
you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that.
Yes, you
Look, I was waiting around in the front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then, who were you waiting around for then?
You really need to ask.
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I
I have a feeling that you are waiting for Miss Juan Corita. Am I correct, pervert?
Did you just say Miss Juan Corrida?
Yes, I think I did.
Mr. Juan Corita!
Corita?
You can't do
I punch
alternate
you.
languages.
I punch you.
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
If you say so. Amateur? Me? What am I amateur of?
Soulbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
waiting.
shoot. Since Kendall's not here, should I take... Oh, you got him?
Maybe, Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
Gosh, dang
If it's
it.
who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag? You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Unguard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... Well, this... Oh, I see.
I understand.
No, you don't.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
This manager with the initials AA. Are you saying it's...
Alcohol's Anonymous?
Adrian Andrews, actually. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff.
Witness, what in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Ugh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? Like, we shoot the witness?
What?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
We're not doing curling, for Pete's sake.
I see. Very well then, witness. Please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you, youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
What?
But your maturity might as well be.
Secret information.
That unguard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me you know yet, okay?
Oh, so I shouldn't have posted it to Instagram.
Too late. It's on
Damn
Twitter.
it!
Yep.
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What is this, the Prestige?
What? Nobody's above gossip! And isn't there a saying? The truth is never pleasant.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, but
Do you go outside that often, Nick?
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true?
Or should this be true?
Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, may cross-examine the witness.
It's too bad the rumor is not a playable character in Smash Bros.
Ah? What is wrong with you right now?
What?
A lot of aside jokes.
What is wrong with all of us today?
You can't really, get upset with me for asking what's wrong, given what you told me earlier.
Well, you won't let me talk about it.
I
so
know.
So they'll never know. Check out my Twitter.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right! Unguard is nothing but your average full-blooded youth! Ah! Ah!
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn the old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone.
The danger zone!
Highway to the...
Copyright.
Something is wrong with us today.
Yep.
We don't have Kendall here.
She's not. Well, if Kendall was here, I think it'd be worse.
Yeah.
Or at least with my end, I'd be worse.
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up,
Secret
you!
information that no one else knows yet? If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
The internet.
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. Obviously.
A profound annoying.
I'm going to break. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
Ooh, can we do that, please?
You'll still never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get such a secret piece of information? So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Ms. Old Bag?
Well, why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Nope.
Witness? Sad to say it, but this is how you found out this secret, isn't it? The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart,
Oh, yes. I remember that moron.
Yes, that works.
she reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing.
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her, outrageous, impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
Well, what? Outrageous ideas, you say? Hey,
No,
never.
I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
That's it. That's the note.
No, you see? I just imagined her like chucking the note and just fluttering like gently. No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
You are one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That's that infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil Unguard. She said so herself. Unguard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she'd had written.
I don't believe that for a second.
Edgy Pooh, you believe me, don't you? Edgy Pooh, I was only trying to help out like the angel I am.
Angel alive.
It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
Except for his home address.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
I love you, Edgeworth.
We call the Wambulance.
The whammy.
Well, it's only a piece of paper. I suppose we can over...
No. No. No.
Yay!
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
No!
If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat?
Because...
I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
Yeah, right.
You're lying, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Always.
Ah!
Miss Oldbag? I don't believe that the note was the only thing you stole that night. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was erasing a huge sink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "My sweetie, 1600 camera disappeared.
$100.
Camera disappeared on me."
What? What? Witness!
What is it, Gramps? Did you
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
No, you're
I still
not.
eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
That was a good read.
Thank you.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card and said, that's when I noticed it said, Slimeback Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
No, it isn't.
It is now. Ah!
Bailiff! Check the camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once.
Aw, but my camera.
It's not your camera.
Ah!
Dare I say it, I'm actually, for once in my life, and it pains me to say this, I'm actually on Lotta's side on this one.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you. That's the guy I saw.
Then it proves the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. As much as it pains me to say that.
Not his photo, actually, court record.
What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
A gasp.
Yes.
Shit.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to an end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. If I raise an objection here and blow it, then it would put Maya's life in jeopardy. Can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess.
Bullshit!
Hooray!
This photo that Lotta took, there's
Of course there's something strange with it.
there's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo.
I can. Look at the shoes he's wearing.
You cannot see his shoes. Try again. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
I take...
Debunk with a bunker buster. Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I have. My assistant Mia brought it in.
Anyway,
Wow.
please look at the photo one more time.
I just realized how it. Wow, I didn't even realize that I made that. I'm clever as fuck.
What?
Buster.
Buster.
Can you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo? Then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well,
I would recommend saving now.
Find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by.
Just in case we fuck up, we don't have to play all that
That's
over
an
again.
episode.
Oh, JK!
Okay.
We'll
make this decision for
fuck.
our lives later.
Jeez, okay.
Drum roll as we drum out.
No.
See you next time.
Just straight up, no.
Where we die.